part of this reaching out to the community involves using a mural to candidly hide this vacant site and provide a little bit of a buffer for the adjoining community. And we couldn't think of a better way of doing that than forming a partnership with Urban Artwork that enables us to not only create a really important piece of art, but also to involve kids in the community and to involve the community itself. I will tell you that this is one of the most important projects for our utility. It's planned to be a major substation for City Light. We've not built anything of this size in 30 years. It's a critical facility for us from a reliability standpoint, both to serve this very fast developing area and also to relieve other substations not far from here that are getting overtaxed. But it's more than a physical structure. We want it to be an important avenue for the utility to form a partnership with the community here.
I was just commenting to someone here, Jorge, the idea that you can run a utility and envision how much electricity is going to be needed decades from now and then work backwards to figure out buying parcels of land and how that's going to fit into the grid. I'm so glad I just have to chair the committee and don't have to figure out how all these parts go together. It's great. I also want to say a big thanks to Urban Artworks. This is really an amazing opportunity for City Light to partner with the community. It's fun to watch construction sites a little bit, but it gets old after a while, and folks are going to be staring at the artwork that you guys provided for a number of years now. And I'm really grateful for what you've done. And this change we're seeing in this neighborhood is really unprecedented. It's unprecedented right now anywhere in the country. You can look around and see the tower cranes and the building that's happening. And our vision for South Lake Union is more than just about buildings. It's about opportunity. And what folks don't always recognize is that some of the businesses that are located here are recruiting the smartest people on the planet from around the world to come work right here in this community. And with that comes opportunities for everyone if we do it right. What City Light's doing is really important as part of that plan too. You know, you can't run a city without electricity. And what we're seeing right now, this unprecedented growth, is starting to put a strain on the system. And so the forethought and the foresight of Seattle City Light to put this critical infrastructure in here, not just to serve South Lake Union, but all the surrounding neighborhoods, is really important. And I know, having talked with some of the neighbors here, a lot of folks aren't always appreciative of having a substation as a neighbor. It's not the type of amenity that folks always welcome. And so, as a city, we want to make sure that we do our part to partner with you going forward. Because we're grateful that you're hosting this facility, this critical infrastructure in your neighborhood, and we want to make sure that everyone in the neighborhood gets something out of it. I think what we saw from Urban Artworks here is the start of that conversation, and I want to assure folks that over the next 2 years, as we go through the planning and design work to probably start construction in about 2 years, that there are going to be a number of conversations and a lot of opportunities for input from the community to make sure that this is a community-designed substation, and hopefully something that the rest of the world will look to in the future for how to do an urban substation.
You know, what's really great about Artworks, because I think it reflects the values of Seattle, where we really try to incorporate culture and art into the fabric of what the city does in construction projects. And the very first project that Artworks did was with actually SPUs, public utilities. This one's with City Light. The first one was doing the Soto bus corridor. They work with a very little revenue stream from the city. I think we were just talking about it earlier. Only $2,500 from the Office of Arts and Cultural Affairs. So we've got to hopefully pump that up more. It's not just also creating a better environment for everyone by obviously having things that are nice to look at and beautiful, but also working with youth who basically are often the juvenile justice system, would love to be able to work on projects that are meaningful, are enjoyable, and they've had a very good success in working with kids throughout the 20 years or 18 years they've been around. So this is a pitch for Artsworks as much as it is for the substation, which is tell the city council, tell the mayor, they're doing a great job. You know, let's support them because their work supports the city being, I think, a nicer, prettier, more beautiful city to live in. So thank you very much.